Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Brian's Bus Adventure continuation, and again continuation. As you can see, I've been working on the floor in the back bedroom, and for all of you who just tuned in, I've taken out the back bed. It was a queen size bed, and I'm putting in two doubles in here, or two singles, whatever size fits back here. I think they're about, 36, 38 inches wide, the bed on each side, with the walkway down the center, so I'll be able to get to the bus motor access, which is under that right back there. Anyway, going back, and I found some 3/4 inch plywood that I had in my storage unit outside, and I attached it to the area where the plywood was so bad that I had taken out, and where yesterday you probably saw me where I had taken screws and stuff and kind of cut them off with the sawzall, not sawzall, but the grinder, and took those all out so I could get that piece of plywood, this piece of plywood here, under that lip back there where the original fit. And I had to actually take it and take the sander to it, the belt sander to it, and get this edge knocked down a little bit on the plywood so it would fit under there. Then I took the big hammer here and took it and just tapped it in until it fit. But then it was still really proud of the plywood next to it, this darker plywood, kind of wondering why. But then it kind of come to me that probably over the years that plywood has been wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, and it's shrank up a little bit because it is 3/4 inch plywood. Both of them are. So what I've done is I'm going to shim up the area, some of this area right in here. I'm going to shim it up until the two pieces are basically level, because it is a little bit shy of being 3/4 inch right in that area. It's just about perfect on this end, but there in the center, it's a little different. So I'm going to take some of that shim stock, as you can see, shim stock right here, going to cut it down to where it fits into that gap, and then go back out and bring another piece from here all the way to the edge here. Let me move this here so you can see what I'm talking about. Move these pieces of plywood here, and you'll see it'll come all, let me get my light here, it'll come all the way out to this edge here. Come on, finger, get out of there. Anyway, over to the bathroom wall where this piping is right here, where the PEX piping is. It'll come there, and then it'll bring it back down to here with a single sheet, and then come back and, like I said, fill all of this in here with the second sheet of 3/4 inch plywood, and then the bedroom will be ready to be started to be reassembled. Reassembling mean the wall put back together, the insulation put back in there. This will come out, and this one over here on this side will also come out. And then that will be kind of a starting point. Of course, that green carpet's going to come out. And that'll be a starting point for a bed on this side, and then a bed on this side. And again, still have access to this door here, to the back of that 8V71 motor. That's kind of what I'm doing today, doing that, and you can probably see fire outside, burning lots of leaves outside while I sit here and contemplate on what to do next. And there's so much to do next. And then as soon as that's all completed, this bedroom's completed, going to come back in here to the bathroom. And as you can see, we're down to the stock original bus floor here, and it needs 3/4 inch plywood stuck back onto it. And again, I still have a little bit of repair work to do right over here in this corner, and that will go actually under this cabinetry here. This is where it's going to end up because it's partly rotted under that cabinet also. But I can access all of this. Come on, light work. I can access all of this here from the bay underneath the bus. And then once all of this is in, I'll reset the toilet. And, well, first of all, I'll put the flooring down. I'll come in and put the flooring down. We have that applewood floor, tongue and groove hardwood floor that's going to go down in the bus. Still contemplating on whether I should put the hardwood here in the bedroom or come back to here and put carpet back in it again. I do have a heated flooring that's going in, but it's only as long as from where my foot is here up to the front of the bus. It's basically a big long hallway that will be heated. And I'm not for sure if I need it in here in the bedroom. Because how often are you really in the bedroom? You sleep, you get up, you go into the living room, and that's about it. Come in here, take a shower. Again, that heated floor will be under the shower here. Not under the shower, but in this little hallway here, all the way up to the front. So when you get up, have your cup of coffee in the morning, the floor can be all heated nicely, and you can go from there. But so much to do. So much to do, and so much fun doing it. There's the old platform for the old queen-size bed that I have taken and trimmed down. It's only 26 inches wide, so I can't use that for the base for the double beds. But I'll be able to use that 3/4 inch plywood somewhere in this bus. I know. The price of plywood and everything, wow. And then I'll, of course, get back to doing the wiring. And I was kind of waiting for a friend to come help me with it because I have this toner here that will tone wires for me, but you really need somebody on both ends to do that, to find out what's going on. If not, I'll figure out some way to do it. Then come back, install the Chinese heater in here, and kind of adapt it into the ducting that's already here. This is the one that goes up to the driver's area, which is going to be completely different, but that's kind of what you see there. And then it comes there, goes back here, goes back into the bathroom, and then it goes back into the bedroom also. But again, I'm going to be going with a different ducting, but I'm going to be using the space that that ducting is in already. And after that, the reverse osmosis water system will go in here also. And then, who knows what. Couch is going to go here, in this area here. From that front back to here. Couch will be going there, nice one. This is going to be made into a desk for doing whatever. It probably will. It'll have a TV on it. Well, it'll have the computer screen on it anyway, which will double as a television communication center and workstation. And then, of course, here is the sink. I may take that sink out and make a bigger sink out of it. I'm not for sure. And completely redo the top on this. I'm just not quite for sure what I'm going to do there. Cooktop, we have decided not to install the cooktop permanently, but to make this just an extension of the cabinetry here at the top of the cabinet here, and just make it a portable one where you can take it in and out as you use it. And then down here we'll go, probably down here we'll go the microwave, what is it, microwave, air fryer, and something else, whatever the 3 combo thing is that you do there. Another drawer will go in here. That's probably going to be a pull-out drawer there. And then everything's going to be repainted again. This will be all tiling again. We're trying to decide if we want tile clear to the front of this window here, all the way back to the end, and then around this cabinet here. Probably what's going to happen there. But it's not being done because there's a running light that's on the, well, you can see it right out here, probably. Well, maybe you can't. But anyway, through that hole right there, on the other side of that hole is a running light that is not working yet. And I do need to have access to the 2 green wires that are up inside there to find out why. Do I need to run a new wire to it? Again, that's getting back to that front end there where you need to, or where I need to get in and redo the wiring on it. But again, this is the Brian Buss Adventure, and it is definitely an adventure. And as the saying goes, you got to crack a lot of eggs to make an omelet. And we're cracking a lot of eggs here. Good Lord, front to back. You know, when you buy something and the prior owner says, you know, I've never had it running, really. I mean, the motor runs, transmission runs great, but there's no leaks. Well, I think you better run, somebody says that, because there's not a spot on this bus that at one time didn't leak. Oh, I take that back. The Peninsula windows, this one here and this one here, appear not to leak. But this one back here does leak. Well, I kind of have it taped up on the outside where it's not leaking right now. And this one on this side did not leak yet. It does not leak yet, or whatever. But anyway, debating on whether to take these cabinets out or just modify them to be a lot shallower. If you look inside there, you're going to see there's really no insulation at all inside this thing. I don't know why they put it together like that, but they did. So, I mean, at the very least, I'm going to go back in there and completely insulate that and soundproof it and put some type of interior in there that's going to look decent. So again, a lot to do, a short time to get there, but today was really working on this flooring here, getting this finished all the way back up to the wall here for and actually the wall and under that wall for the shower. So that's solid and ready to go again. Oh boy, more. But again, I guess this is probably a lot of the pleasure, for me anyway, of owning this bus, is taking what I thought was a good bus. What is a good bus? But taking what I thought was a bus that was really ready to go and get on the road. Well, we've had it a year now. And so it's been 1 year, almost, I guess it's been a year from last September, October, November, December. So it's been 12, 13, 14, 15 months that we've had it and have been working on it so far. And anybody that says, oh, just put the bus together and go on down the road, kind of laugh at them, because that's generally not going to happen if you are doing things correctly. And that's what we're going to do. This is going to be our only bus that we'll ever own. And we're both not young chickens. I'm 72, and Pam is, 76 now, I believe. But we both act, feel, and guys look like we're in our 50s and 60s, everybody says, so that's good. Just had a complete health checkup, and everything was perfect from myself. And Pam had a slight little operation, but that's neither here nor there, because she feels great, looks great, and we just need to get this on the road while we are looking and feeling great. So wish us a little bit of luck. And if you'd like to join us, we're always happy to get you to sign on and say, hey, I like what you're doing, or hey, I think you're doing a piece of crap. Yeah, whatever. I doubt you're going to say that, because we're doing what we feel is the best for the bus at this time. And we just need to get on the road. Just need to get it where we can get on the road. Also, I'm going to have to replace the skylight. It was about a 1/16 of an inch too small. And so the rubber seal would never let it really completely seal. And so I do have new plexiglass sitting back there in that box back there. And I'm going to cut out it's a 1/4 inch glass, and this was 1/8 inch also, a plexiglass. And so that was even wrong. So that's something else to do on another day. Wow, don't know what else to say. The outside, I'm going to have to do a lot of sealing on the outside because, I'll show you that again next time, or time after next, or some other time, about how the seams, when they actually modified the bus, converted it into a motorhome, they overlapped the metal incorrectly. It should have been over the top of the piece of metal that was below it, but in a couple of places they put it under the sheet metal that was below it. So it really didn't have a chance to do anything but leak over time, and we're going to fix that too. Going to go in there and take all of that caulking out, and then come back and reseal that. And eventually it's going to get repainted, but not today. You're going to see the bus coming down the road. It's what we call a good 30-footer. It looks really great until you get up close to it. Then you can see all of the imperfections in the paint. But again, that is down the road, and that's just about all I have to say today. Wow, 13 minutes worth. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. And again, if you like it, just give us a check, say hello, give us a comment, good, bad, or indifferent, and we would appreciate that greatly. And if you really like us, we're going to have a Patreon up. And if you'd like, a couple bucks a month would be great to help, because all of this stuff, as you are probably aware, if you're doing any type of construction work, anything, renovating anything, and especially if it's a bus, you know that the cost is just getting ridiculous. And what we'd like to do, all we want to really do, is get on here, get enough Patreons, enough people helping, where we can get a tank of fuel, maybe or two a month, and that would be about it. We're not greedy. We just want to get on the road and be able to afford to get on the road. And again, vote with your pocketbook when you vote. I suppose I can't say that, can I? Well, not endorsing anybody, haha, but vote with your pocketbook. Hope you all have a good week. And again, this is the Brian's Bus Adventure. I'm Richard, and we'll talk to you soon.